Tonight, if there's weariness deep inside you and a need for peace that feels bigger than words, you're in the right place. You made it through today. You carried what you had to carry, and now you can let this hour hold you. Right now, the tasks of tomorrow can wait on a high shelf. They'll be there in the morning. But this moment, this gentle space is only for you. You're here because something inside you knew you needed this. Maybe you can't name it yet. Maybe it's just a tiredness that goes deeper than your muscles, deeper than your thoughts. A tiredness in your soul, and that's okay. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to understand it. You just have to be here. And you are. You made it. Peace be upon you tonight. You are seen. You are held. Whatever brought you here, whether it's worry or exhaustion, or just the weight of being human, you don't have to manage it alone anymore. Not right now. Not for the next hour. This is your time, your space, your refuge. There are so many voices in your life that tell you to do more, be more, try harder, push further. But tonight, there's only one voice that matters, and that voice is saying rest. That voice is saying enough. That voice is saying you're exactly where you need to be. Let's begin simply, with permission. You have permission to rest, not because you earned it, not because you did everything right today, but because you're a human being, and human beings need rest. You have permission to stop trying for the next little while, permission to stop performing, permission to stop managing everyone else's expectations. You have permission to let your mind wander and settle where it needs to. You're here. You showed up, and that's enough. That's always been enough. Close your eyes if you'd like, or let them rest softly on something near. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're breathing, and with each breath, you're letting tonight become a little softer around the edges. The hard lines of the day are beginning to blur. The sharpness is beginning to fade, and in its place something gentler is arriving. Let's breathe together. Not to fix anything, not to achieve anything, just to notice, just to be present with the simple gift of breath. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. Feel the air moving into your body. Feel your lungs expanding. Feel the slight pause at the top of the breath. And then the release, the letting go. One more time. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. Good. You're doing beautifully. You don't have to do this perfectly. There's no perfect here. Just presence. And another breath. In 2, 3. Filling all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. And out. 2, 3, 4. Each breath is a gift. Each breath is permission. Each breath is a yes to rest and a no to striving. Now imagine for just a moment that you're stepping away from wherever you've been today. Not running, not escaping, just stepping, one foot then the other. And as you walk, the air changes. It becomes quieter, cooler, the kind of cool that feels like relief on your skin, like a gentle hand on a fevered forehead, like the first breath of autumn after a long, hot summer. You're walking on a path you don't quite remember choosing, but it feels right. Feels like coming home to a place you've never been but have always known. The ground beneath your feet is soft, not quite sand, not quite earth, but something in between. Something that gives way just enough with each step. Something that lets you know you're not carrying all your weight alone. With each step, something releases. With each step, the day falls away a little more. Above you, the sky is beginning its slow transformation. The harsh light of day is fading, replaced by something softer, gentler. The blue is deepening into shades of indigo and violet. And along the horizon, where the sky meets the land, there are streaks of amber and gold, like honey, like grace. Like the promise that even as the light fades, beauty remains. The sky looks the way healing feels, gradual, layered, achingly beautiful. You're walking toward a place you've been before, even if you don't remember it clearly. A place where the ground is soft beneath your feet, where the sky is settling into this symphony of color, where a small fire burns steady and low in a circle of stones. You can see it now up ahead, the glow of it, not bright and demanding but warm and inviting. A beacon that says you're almost there, almost home. The closer you get, the more you feel like you're arriving at a place you've been searching for all your life without knowing it. As you get closer, you notice other things. The scent of wood smoke, faint but unmistakable. The sound of the fire, a soft crackling that feels like conversation. The way the light dances on the ground around the stone circle, creating patterns of shadow and warmth. And beyond the fire, just at the edge of its reach, you can see the beginning of the shore. The place where land meets water, where the known meets the unknown, where rest begins. This is the place, the quiet shore. And tonight, you're not alone here. Sitting near the fire, his back to the flames, so that the light halos around him, is Jesus. He's waiting, not in a hurry, not checking the time, or looking at what else needs to be done, just waiting, for you. His posture is relaxed, one knee drawn up, his arm resting on it casually, like he has all the time in the world, like there's nowhere else he'd rather be than right here, right now, with you. His face is lit by the glow of the fire, warm and golden, and the light catches in his eyes in a way that makes them seem both infinitely deep and impossibly kind. When he sees you approaching, his whole expression shifts, not from displeasure to pleasure, but from patience to joy. A smile spreads across his face, slow and genuine. Not a distant smile, not a polite one, not the kind of smile you give someone because you're supposed to. A smile that says, "I'm so glad you came. I've been hoping you would. I've been waiting for this moment." He gestures gently with his hand, open palm, fingers soft, beckoning. "Come here, come closer, sit with me." There's no obligation in the gesture, no demand, just invitation, just welcome, just the offer of a place beside the fire, and beside him. His hand says everything his voice doesn't need to say yet. You're safe, you're wanted, you belong. You do. You move toward him, and your legs feel the tiredness of the day, but you make it. You sit across from him, or beside him, whichever feels right in this moment, and as you settle onto the soft ground, the warmth of the fire reaches you. It's not overwhelming, not too hot, just right, just enough. And for the first time today, maybe for the first time in a long time, you feel your shoulders begin to drop. Just a little, just enough to notice, just enough to remember what it feels like to not be holding everything quite so tight. Jesus doesn't rush to speak, he lets the silence do its work. Silence isn't empty here, it's full of presence, full of acceptance, full of the kind of peace that doesn't need words to be real. The fire crackles softly, sending tiny sparks up into the darkening sky, where they wink out like prayers. The night air moves around you both, carrying with it the faint scent of wood smoke and cool earth, and something else, something you can't quite name but that feels like safety, feels like home. There's no hurry here, no pressure, no agenda, just presence, just being, just this moment stretching out into something that feels almost eternal. After a moment that could be seconds or hours, time doesn't work quite the same way here. He speaks. His voice is low and steady, the kind of voice that doesn't demand anything from you, the kind of voice that doesn't need to be loud to be heard, the kind of voice that feels like it comes from somewhere deep and true. "You made it," he says. And there's something in the way he says it that makes you realize he's not just talking about making it to this fire, to this shore. He's talking about making it through the day, through the week, through the season of life you're in, through the valleys and the shadows, and the moments when you weren't sure you could go on. You got through today. I saw every moment, every hard choice, every time you wanted to give up but didn't, every time you did give up and felt ashamed, every moment when you thought you couldn't take another step but somehow you did, every time you smiled when you wanted to cry, every time you kept going when every part of you wanted to stop. I saw it all, and I'm still here, still glad you came, still wanting to be with you, still choosing you. You feel something shift inside you. Maybe it's relief, that rush of finally being seen, really seen, and not found wanting. Maybe it's the beginning of tears, the kind that have been building for days or weeks and just need permission to fall. Maybe it's just the smallest crack in the wall you've been holding up all day, all week, all year. Whatever it is, it's okay. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to manage it. You don't have to explain it. He's not surprised. He's not uncomfortable. He's not going to look away. He just keeps looking at you with that same steady, gentle expression, with eyes that have seen everything and still choose love, with eyes that say you're worth waiting for. "Let's do something together," he says, his voice soft but clear. "Let's take a few minutes and just notice where you're holding tension, not to fix it, not to make it go away, not to judge yourself for it, just to notice, to honor the fact that your body has been working so hard to keep you safe today. Your body is not your enemy. It's been trying to protect you, trying to help you survive. And tonight we're going to thank it, and then we're going to give it permission to rest. Start with your forehead," he says. "Just bring your attention there gently. Don't force anything, just notice. Is there tightness? A furrow between your brows that's been there so long you forgot it was there? Maybe you've been concentrating or worrying or trying to figure something out. Maybe you've been holding your face in a way that feels strong or acceptable, and your forehead has been holding all of that, all day, maybe all week. Notice it now. Don't try to smooth it out. Don't judge it. Just notice. Just acknowledge. And if you'd like, you can imagine that tension like a small stone you've been carrying in your pocket all day. Heavy, rough, uncomfortable. You can take that stone out now. You can hold it in your hand for a moment, feel its weight, and then you can set it down. Right here, next to the fire. I'll hold it for you tonight, Jesus says. You don't have to carry it anymore. I promise. And as you imagine setting that stone down, see if your forehead can soften. Even just a tiny bit. Even just enough to notice. Even just the smallest release. That's perfect. You're doing so well. You're doing better than you know. Now let's move to your eyes, he continues. His voice like a gentle hand guiding you deeper. Your eyes have been working so hard today. Taking in information, reading, watching screens, searching faces for approval or understanding or safety. Your eyes have seen so much, maybe too much, and they're tired now. So tired. And that's okay. That's more than okay. You can let them rest now. Let your eyelids be heavy. Let them close if they want to, or if they're already closed. Let them sink deeper into that darkness. Let the muscles around your eyes soften. The tiny muscles at the corners. The ones that crinkle when you smile, or tense when you worry. The muscles beneath your eyes that hold so much. Let them all go slack. Let them rest. Your eyes have done enough seeing for today. They can close now. They can rest. You're safe here. Good. Now your jaw, Jesus says. This is a big one for so many people. Are your teeth clenched? Even just a little? Is there a tightness along your temples where your jaw muscles attach? That ache that you've gotten so used to, you barely notice it anymore. Maybe you've been holding back words you wanted to say. Maybe you've been grinding your teeth through a difficult situation. Maybe you've just been unconsciously tightening your jaw the way so many of us do when we're stressed or afraid or trying to be strong. Notice it. Don't judge it. Just notice. Just see it. And thank your jaw. Thank it for trying to protect you, for trying to keep you strong, for trying to hold everything together. And then if you're ready, let it soften. Let your teeth part slightly. Let there be space between your upper and lower teeth. Let your tongue rest easy in your mouth, not pressed against the roof, not pushing against your teeth, just resting in that soft space where it naturally wants to be. Let your lips part slightly if they need to. There's no one here you need to impress. No face you need to hold. Just softness, just ease, just permission to let go. And as your jaw releases, you might notice that your whole face feels different, softer, younger somehow, more like the real you. The you underneath all the tension, underneath all the trying, underneath all the holding. Now your neck, Jesus says. Your neck has been holding up your head all day. That's a big job, a hard job. Your head is heavy, so heavy, full of thoughts and worries and plans and memories and fears and hopes. And your neck has been carrying all of that. Every single thought, every single worry, every ounce of weight. Notice where your neck feels tight. Is it the front, where you hold your breath? The back, where you carry stress? The sides, where tension knots up? Maybe there's a particular spot that's been bothering you for days. Maybe it's an old pain that flares up when life gets hard. Don't try to change it yet. Just notice it. Just be present with it. Just acknowledge that it's there, and that it's been there, and that it's tired. And then when you're ready, imagine that you could let your head be just a little bit heavier. Let it sink down into the support of whatever is beneath it. Let your neck muscles soften, knowing that you don't have to hold yourself up so rigidly right now. You don't have to be strong right now. You can let go. You can lean into the support that's here. You can trust that you're held. Now your shoulders, he says. And there's something in his voice that tells you he knows how much this matters. He knows what you carry there. This is where so much lives, isn't it? The weight of responsibility. The tension of trying to hold everything together. The burden of caring for others. Of trying to be enough. Of carrying the world on your back. The weight of other people's expectations. The weight of your own. Notice where your shoulders are right now. Are they up near your ears? Pulled forward? Rounded? Locked tight? Are they uneven? One higher than the other from all the lopsided carrying you've been doing? Just notice. Just see. Don't judge. Don't compare. Just witness what is. And now imagine, just for a moment, that you could set down the invisible backpack you've been carrying. The one that's been weighing you down all day. All week. Maybe all month. Maybe your whole life. The one you barely notice anymore because you've been carrying it for so long. All the tasks that didn't get done. All the things you said you'd do. All the expectations, yours and everyone else's. All the words you didn't say, and the ones you wish you hadn't. All the things you didn't finish, and the problems you haven't solved. All the people you haven't helped enough. All the ways you haven't measured up. All the ways you failed. All the ways you're not enough. All of it. Every single thing. Imagine taking that backpack off, one strap at a time. First the right strap, sliding off your shoulder, then the left, and then the whole weight of it, sliding down your back. And you catch it. You hold it for a moment. You acknowledge how heavy it is, how heavy it's been. And then you set it down, right here, right next to the fire, on the sand beside you. You can see it there. You can see all of it. You're not abandoning it. You're not pretending it doesn't exist. You're not being irresponsible. You're just choosing to put it down for now. Just for this hour. Just for this moment. You can pick it up again tomorrow if you need to. But tonight, it's not yours to carry. Tonight I'm carrying it, Jesus says. Tonight you're free. Tonight you get to rest. And as you imagine setting it down, feel your shoulders drop. Maybe just an inch. Maybe just half an inch. Maybe barely perceptible to anyone watching. But you feel it. That release. That relief. That lightness. And with each breath they can drop a little more. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4, and your shoulders drop. Again, in 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4, and they drop a little more. That's enough. That's so good. That's beautiful. You're doing beautifully. Let's keep going, he says. Your chest, your heart space. This is where so much emotion lives, where joy and sorrow dance together, where love and fear sit side by side, where hope and grief are roommates. Bring your attention to your chest now, to your heart. Notice if it feels tight or open. Notice if there's a heaviness there, like a weight pressing down on your sternum, or a constriction, like a band wrapped around your ribs, like you can't quite get a full breath. Maybe you've been holding your breath without realizing it. Maybe you've been breathing shallow, just enough to get by, but not enough to really live, not enough to really feel. If there's a heaviness there, you can name it silently. You don't have to say it out loud. You don't even have to say it to Jesus, because he already knows, he already sees it. But sometimes naming helps. Sometimes acknowledging helps. Grief, fear, loneliness, disappointment, anger, shame, guilt, heartbreak, loss. Whatever it is, it's welcome here. It's allowed here. Jesus already knows. He's not going to turn away. He's not going to tell you to get over it, or be stronger, or have more faith. He's going to sit with you in it. He's going to help you carry it. He's going to breathe with you through it. And together you're going to breathe into that space. In 2, 3, filling your lungs all the way down to the bottom, expanding your ribs in all directions, and out. 2, 3, 4. Let the breath stretch that tightness. Let it create just a little bit more room, a little bit more space for everything you're holding. Another breath. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. Each breath is making space. Each breath is creating room. Each breath is saying yes to feeling, yes to being alive, even when it hurts. Now your upper back between your shoulder blades, he continues. This is where we hold so much tension, so much pain. Notice if there's tightness there, a knot, an ache. And if there is, imagine breathing into it. Imagine sending warmth there. Imagine the firelight in front of you somehow reaching around behind you and warming that spot, softening it, loosening it. You don't have to make anything happen. Just imagine. Just allow. Now your arms, Jesus says. Notice how they feel. Are they tense? Are your muscles tight from holding on to things, or from holding yourself together? Your arms have been working today. Reaching, grasping, holding, lifting, carrying. Maybe literally, maybe metaphorically, maybe both. Let them rest now. Let them be heavy. Feel their weight. Let your hands rest wherever they are, palms up or palms down, however feels right. And just let your arms be. Let them be heavy and relaxed and supported. Your hands, he says. Look at your hands. Even if only in your mind's eye. Really see them. These hands have done so much today. So much this week. So much in your life. They've worked. They've typed. They've cleaned. They've cooked. They've held. They've comforted. They've fought. They've pushed away. They've pulled close. They've created. They've destroyed. They've been gentle. And they've been harsh. They've helped. And they've hurt. They're tired now. So tired. Are they balled into fists? Are your fingers curled tight like you're still holding on to something? Still trying to control something? Still trying to grip something that's slipping away? Open them gently. Let them unfurl like flowers opening to the sun in the morning. Like hands that are finally willing to receive. Palms up, as if you're receiving something. You don't have to know what you're receiving. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to deserve it. Just make the gesture. Just open. And as you do, imagine that you're releasing your grip on everything you've been trying to control. All the outcomes you can't actually control. all the people you can't change, all the situations you can't fix, all the things you can't make happen no matter how hard you try. Let them go. Let them rest in the hands of the one who can actually carry them. Let your hands be empty and open and free. Now your belly, Jesus says, and his voice is especially gentle here, especially tender. This is where we hold so much, isn't it? So much fear about the future, so much worry about what might go wrong, so much anxiety about tomorrow and next week and next month and next year. The mind worries in words, but the belly worries in sensations, in knots and flutters and tightness. Notice if your stomach feels clenched or soft. Notice if there's a knot there, or a flutter, or a heaviness, or a queasiness. Notice if you're holding your belly tight, pulling it in, sucking it in, not letting yourself breathe all the way down into your abdomen. And if it's clenched, if it's tight, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. Your body is trying to protect you. Your body is trying to brace for whatever might come. But right now you're safe. Right now in this moment, by this fire, with me you're safe. Right now you can breathe. Imagine breathing into that space, not forcing anything, not trying to make anything happen, just breathing. In 2, 3, letting your belly rise like a gentle wave, like the tide coming in and out. 2, 3, 4, letting it fall like the tide going out. Let the breath massage that tightness from the inside. Let it remind your body that you're okay, that right now in this moment you're safe, you're held, you're loved. Nothing bad is happening right now. Right now you're here, and you're okay. Your lower back, he says. This is where so many of us carry stress, where we hold the weight of everything we're trying to support. Notice if there's tightness there. Notice if it aches or pulls or just feels tired. Tired of holding you up, tired of keeping you going. Your lower back has been supporting you all day, holding you upright, keeping you from collapsing. Thank it for that. Honor it for that. Acknowledge the work it's been doing. And then if you can, imagine that you could sink just a little deeper into whatever is supporting you. The ground beneath you, the earth, the arms of God. Imagine that you could let that support hold you just a little bit more. Let your lower back soften. Let it release. Let it remember that it doesn't have to do all the work, that it's not alone. Even just a fraction, even just a tiny bit. That's enough. That's beautiful. Your hips, your thighs, your legs, he continues. All the parts of you that have been standing and sitting and moving and walking and running, all the parts that have been carrying you through this day. Let them be heavy now. Let them sink, let them rest. Feel the weight of them. Feel how tired they are. And let all the tension drain out of them like water, like worry flowing out of your body and into the earth, into the sand, into the fire. Let it go. Let it flow away. And finally, your feet, Jesus says. The part of you that's been holding you up all day, the part that's been carrying you forward, step by step, even when you didn't know if you could take another one, even when you wanted to stop, even when you wanted to give up. Your feet kept going, your feet kept moving, and now they're tired, so tired. Let them rest now. Let your toes uncurl, let your arches soften, let your heels sink, let your ankles relax. You don't have to go anywhere right now. You don't have to move. You don't have to walk. You don't have to keep going. You're exactly where you need to be, and you can stay here as long as you need, as long as you want, for this whole hour, for as long as it takes. Jesus watches you as you do this work, and there's something like pride in his eyes. Not the kind of pride that says you've earned something, not the kind that's conditional on performance, not the kind that goes away when you mess up, the kind that says, I see you trying, I see you choosing rest, I see you learning to let go, and I'm proud of you for that. So proud. Prouder than you'll ever know. For a few moments, neither of you speaks. The silence stretches out, comfortable and full. The fire crackles, the night breathes, and you just are. Just exist, without having to do anything or be anything, or prove anything. Just being is enough. Now, he says, eventually, his voice breaking the silence, like a hand dipping into still water. I want to tell you something. It's something I've told many people before, but tonight, it's for you, not for everyone, not for the masses, just for you. This is your word, your promise, your gift. He takes a breath, and when he speaks again, his voice is both tender and strong. Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. He pauses, letting the words settle like snow, like grace. like truth that's too beautiful to rush past. Then he leans forward slightly, his eyes still on yours, still holding you in that steady gaze. "Do you hear that?" he asks. "Do you really hear it? I will give you rest. Not I might give you rest if you're good enough. Not I'll give you rest after you've fixed everything or figured it all out, or become the person you think you should be. I will give you rest. Tonight, right now, this moment, I will give it to you. Not because you earned it, not because you deserve it, but because I want to. Because I love you. Because that's who I am. I am the one who gives rest. That's what I do. That's what I came for. To give rest to the weary. To give peace to the anxious. To give hope to the despairing. To give life to the dying." You feel the weight of those words, and maybe for the first time you believe them. Not just in your head, not just as a nice idea or a comforting thought, but in your body, in your bones, in the space behind your ribs where hope is so hard to hold, in the part of you that's been running on empty for so long. You believe them, and believing them you feel something shift, something open, something release. Jesus picks up a small stick and stirs the fire gently. The flames shift and brighten, sending sparks up into the night. He watches them rise and disappear into the darkness above, and then he speaks again. "You know," he says, "there's a word I love. It's an old word from my language, from the language I spoke when I walked the earth in flesh and bone. Shalom. People often translate it as peace, but it means so much more than that. It's not just the absence of conflict or noise or stress. It means wholeness, completeness, everything in its right place, nothing missing, nothing broken beyond repair. The way things were meant to be, the way things will be, the way things can be, even now, even here, even in the mess. That's what I want for you tonight. Not just the absence of noise, not just the feeling of calm. I want shalom for you. I want you to feel whole, even if it's just for a few minutes, even if tomorrow feels fractured again, even if the brokenness comes back in the morning. Tonight, right now, you can be whole, you can feel whole, you can taste what shalom feels like. And once you've tasted it, you'll know what you're reaching for. You'll know what home feels like. You'll know what you were made for." He gestures to the fire, and you watch the flames dance. "Do you see these flames?" he asks. "They're never still, always moving, always changing, flickering, and shifting, and reaching upward. And yet, they're contained, safe, held within these stones. They're wild, but they're not dangerous. They're powerful, but they're not destructive. They give light without consuming. They give warmth without burning. That's what I want to do with your thoughts tonight. Not stop them, not force them to be still. I know you can't just turn off your mind. I know thoughts keep coming, but I can contain them, hold them, put a boundary around them, so they don't consume you, so they give light without burning you, so they warm you without destroying you." "Let's try something," he says. "Think of one thing that's been worrying you. Just one. Don't go looking for the biggest or the worst or the most urgent. Don't try to rank your worries. Just let one rise to the surface. The one that wants to be acknowledged right now. The one that's been waiting to be seen." "Got it. Good. Now I want you to imagine writing that worry on a small piece of paper. You don't have to worry about the words. Don't worry about getting it right. Just the gesture. Just the acknowledgement. See yourself writing it down. And then imagine folding that paper once, twice, 3 times, smaller and smaller. And then imagine placing it on a high shelf. A shelf so high you'd need a ladder to reach it. A shelf way up there, out of reach, out of sight. It's still there. You're not pretending it doesn't exist. You're not ignoring it. You're not being irresponsible. You're just choosing to put it up there for now, out of your hands, into mine. It can wait until morning. It will still be there if you need it. But for now, for tonight, it's out of your hands. It's off your mind. It's in my hands now." And as you place it there, take a breath. In, 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. Feel the relief. Feel the lightness. Feel what it's like to not be carrying that, even just for a moment. "One more worry," he says. "Let it come. Don't force it. Just let it rise. Let it surface, and write it down. See yourself writing it on another piece of paper. Fold it. Once, twice, 3 times, and place it on that same high shelf, right next to the first one. You're not abandoning your responsibilities. You're not being careless. You're not giving up. You're just choosing, for this 1 hour, to let them rest, to let yourself rest, to trust that the world will keep turning, even if you're not holding it all together for 1 hour. You're doing so well. so well. And if there's a third worry, or a fourth, you can keep going. Keep writing them down. Keep folding them. Keep placing them on that high shelf. As many as you need. I have room for all of them. The shelf is infinite. My arms are strong enough. My hands are big enough. You can give me all of it. Every single worry, every single fear, every single burden. I can carry it all. That's what I came for, to carry what you can't. Jesus shifts slightly, the firelight catching the lines of his face, the laugh lines around his eyes, the marks of joy and sorrow both. There's a depth there, a kind of sorrow mixed with joy, that makes you feel like he understands more than you could ever explain, like he's been where you are, like he knows what it costs to be human. I know what it's like, he says quietly, his voice almost a whisper now. I know what it's like to carry weight that feels too heavy. I know what it's like to feel alone in the dark. I know what it's like to wonder if anyone sees you, if anyone cares, if anyone understands. I know what it's like to cry out and hear only silence. I know what it's like to feel abandoned. I know what it's like to hurt so much you can't breathe. I know what it's like to be betrayed by people you loved. I know what it's like to be misunderstood. I know what it's like to be human. I've been there. I've walked that road. I've felt that pain. And I'm still here, still with you, still reaching for you. He looks at you fully now, and his voice is firm but tender, strong but gentle. I see you, I care, and I am with you. Not just tonight, not just when you're doing well or when you've prayed enough or when you've read your Bible or when you've gotten it all right. I'm with you in the mess, in the doubt, in the exhaustion, in the anger, in the despair. I'm with you when you don't even have the words to pray. I'm with you when you're too tired to try. I'm with you when you're angry at me. I'm with you when you've forgotten I'm here. I'm with you when you feel nothing. I'm with you when you feel too much. I'm with you in the darkness. I'm with you in the light. I'm with you in the questions. I'm with you in the silence. I'm with you when you can't feel me. I'm with you when you doubt me. I'm with you when you curse me. I'm with you when you love me. I'm with you always, always. That's a promise. That's a vow. That's a covenant. I am with you. And there it is. The thing you didn't know you needed to hear. The thing that makes your chest loosen just a little more. The thing that makes tears come, or would if you let them. The assurance that you're not alone. That you've never been alone. That you will never be alone. Jesus stands slowly, and you watch him move, fluid and sure. He walks to the edge of the fire's light, where the sand meets the beginning of the shore. He looks out at the water, still and dark under the night sky, reflecting the stars that are beginning to appear. And then he looks back at you, his face half in light, half in shadow. Come here, he says again, that same gentle gesture, that same open hand. Come stand with me for a moment. You stand, and your legs feel heavier than you expected, but you move toward him. It takes effort, but you make it. When you reach his side, he doesn't say anything at first. He just lets you stand there, looking out at the quiet expanse of water and sky. The horizon is indistinct, a blur where earth meets heaven, where time meets eternity, where now meets forever. Do you see that? He asks after a moment, nodding toward the horizon. It's dark now, so dark. But in a few hours, the sun will rise. It always does. It has risen every single morning since the beginning of time, and it will rise tomorrow. Even when the night feels endless, even when you're sure morning will never come, it always does. Always. That's not just a fact about the sun. That's a promise about your life. That's a promise about your heart. The darkness you're in right now, it won't last forever. Morning is coming. Light is coming. Hope is coming. Healing is coming. Joy is coming. I am coming. And I'll be with you when it does. I'll be with you in the darkness. And I'll be with you in the light. I'll be with you in the night. And I'll be with you in the morning. I'm not going anywhere. You stand there together in silence, and the silence feels sacred, feels full. Feels like the silence before creation, like the silence before resurrection. Feels like the silence that holds everything. Not empty silence, full silence, pregnant silence. Silence thick with presence. The silence of God who is so close you can feel him breathing. You can feel the warmth of him. You can feel the weight of his love. After a while, Jesus turns back toward the fire and sits down again. You follow, settling back into your place across from him or beside him. The warmth wraps around you, and you realize you're more relaxed now than you were when you arrived. So much more relaxed. Like you've been here for hours, even though you're not sure how much time has passed. Time works differently here. More slowly, more gently. He picks up a small stone from the sand and turns it over in his hand, feeling its weight, its texture, its coolness. "Let me tell you a story," he says. His voice has taken on a different quality now, a storyteller's cadence, a rhythm that invites you deeper. It's a story you might have heard before, but tonight, it's new. Tonight, it's yours. There was a shepherd who had 100 sheep, a whole flock. His responsibility, his livelihood, his life. He knew every one of them, knew their personalities, knew which ones led and which ones followed, knew which ones were brave and which ones were timid. He loved them all, every single one. But one day, at the end of the day when he was counting them as they came into the fold, he realized one was missing. 99 made it back, but one was gone. One had wandered off. Maybe it got distracted. Maybe it saw something interesting and followed it. Maybe it got scared and ran. Maybe it just took a wrong turn. However it happened, it was gone, lost, alone, and night was falling. Now most people would think, well, the shepherd has 99 others. That's pretty good odds. 99% success rate. He can afford to lose one. He should just cut his losses and move on. Focus on the 99 he has. One sheep isn't worth the risk of leaving the rest. But that's not how this shepherd thought. To him, the one mattered just as much as the 99. Every single sheep was precious. Every single one was worth searching for, worth risking for, worth fighting for. So he left the 99 in a safe place where they wouldn't wander, where they would be protected, and he went searching for the one. He searched in the places where the paths were clear and easy. He called out. He listened. Nothing. So he kept going. He searched in the places where the brambles were thick and the thorns were sharp, places that tore at his clothes and scratched his skin. He didn't care. He kept searching. He searched on the hills and in the valleys, in the rocky places where one wrong step could mean a fall, in the dark places where predators hunted. He didn't stop. He wouldn't stop, not until he found that one lost sheep. And finally, after hours of searching, after his voice was hoarse from calling, after his body was exhausted and bleeding, he heard it, a faint bleat, weak, scared. But there, he followed the sound, pushing through one more thicket, climbing over one more rock, and there it was, stuck, caught in the brambles, bleeding, exhausted, terrified, but alive. And do you know what he did? He didn't scold it. He didn't say, "Why did you wander? What were you thinking? Do you know how much trouble you caused me? How worried I was? How much time you wasted?" He didn't say any of that. He didn't even think it. He just picked it up, gently, tenderly, carefully untangling it from the thorns. And he held it close, and he carried it on his shoulders, bearing its full weight so it wouldn't have to walk, so it wouldn't have to try, so it could just rest. And he brought it home. And he didn't do it grudgingly. He did it with joy, pure joy, the joy of finding what was lost, the joy of bringing home what had wandered, the joy of restoration. Jesus looks at you now, and his eyes are bright, almost teary. "You're that sheep," he says, and his voice cracks just slightly. Maybe you wandered. Maybe you didn't mean to. Maybe you were just curious or distracted or scared. Maybe life pushed you off the path. Maybe someone hurt you and you ran. Maybe you made a choice you regret. Maybe you're just tired and lost and you don't know how you got here. I don't care how it happened. I don't care whose fault it was. I don't care how far you've gone or how long you've been lost. I came looking for you. I've been searching for you, and I found you. And I'm not letting you go. I'm not leaving you here. I'm picking you up. I'm carrying you, and I'm bringing you home. Not because you deserve it, not because you earned it, but because you're mine. Because I love you. Because every single one matters to me. Because you matter to me. You, specifically you. Uniquely you. Irreplaceably you. You feel tears then. Real tears. Maybe they fall, maybe they just threaten to. But they're there, and it's okay. More than okay. He's not uncomfortable with your emotion. He welcomes it. His own eyes are wet too. He cries with you. For you. Over you. Not tears of pity. Tears of love. Tears of joy at finding you. "Let's rest here a little longer," he says softly. "Let's just be. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to figure anything out. Just be here. Just be held. Just be found. Just be loved." The fire crackles. The night breathes. The stars shine above. And for a few minutes, there's nothing to do. Nothing to say. Nothing to fix. Nothing to solve. Just the presence of being together. Just the reality of being found. just the gift of being loved. After a time that could be seconds or minutes or something outside of time altogether, Jesus speaks again. His voice is softer now, slower, like he's inviting you even deeper into rest, like he's opening a door to a room you didn't know existed, a room of deeper peace, deeper safety, deeper rest. I want to tell you about a place, he says, a place I've been preparing, a place I talk about in the scriptures, a place where there's no more crying, no more pain, no more death, no more night, no more fear, no more sorrow, a place where every tear is wiped away, where every wound is healed, where every wrong is made right, where you can finally fully, completely rest. That place is real. It's not a metaphor. It's not just a nice idea. It's real. And it's waiting. I'm preparing it right now, getting it ready, making room for you, a place with your name on it, a room in my Father's house, a seat at the table, a place that's yours, and yours alone. But here's what I want you to know. You don't have to wait until then to taste it. You don't have to wait until you die to experience it. You can taste it now, here, in these small moments of peace, in the warmth of this fire, in the knowledge that you're not alone, in the feeling of being held, in the experience of being loved. This is a glimpse of home, a foretaste, a preview, a down payment on the promise. And it's yours, anytime you need it, anytime you want it. Anytime you come back to this fire, this shore, this place, I'll be here, always waiting, always ready to welcome you. He reaches out and places his hand over yours. His palm is warm, rough from work, gentle in its pressure. The touch is grounding, real, present. I'm going to pray for you now, he says. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to add your own prayers. You don't have to agree or say amen. Just receive. Just let me pray over you. Let me speak blessing over you. Let me cover you with words of life and hope and peace. He closes his eyes, and you feel the shift in the air, a deepening, a widening, a sense of the eternal breaking into the temporal, heaven touching earth, the sacred invading the ordinary. Father, he begins, his voice quiet but sure, strong but tender. I bring before you this beloved child, this precious one, this weary, beautiful soul who came tonight, seeking rest, this one who is so tired, so worn, so ready to give up. You see them, you know them by name, you know every hair on their head, every thought in their mind, every ache in their heart. You love them so much, far more than they can imagine, far more than they can comprehend, far more than they think they deserve. I ask that you would wrap them in your peace tonight, the peace that passes understanding, the peace that doesn't make sense, the peace that exists even in the middle of chaos, the peace that's stronger than anxiety, deeper than fear, more powerful than worry. Let it cover them like a blanket, soft and warm and safe. Let it fill them like breath, deep and full and life-giving. Let it hold them like arms, strong and sure and unshakable. If they wake in the night, if sleep doesn't come easily, if worry creeps back in, remind them that you are still here, still watching, still holding, still loving. Let them return to this fire, to this shore, to this moment. Let them remember my words. Let them feel my presence. Let them know they're not alone, never alone, not for 1 second, not for one breath, not for one heartbeat. And in the morning, when the light comes, when reality rushes back in, when they have to pick up their responsibilities again, give them strength for the day. Not strength to do everything perfectly, not strength to fix everything, not strength to be everything to everyone, just strength to take the next step, and the one after that, and the one after that. Just enough strength, just enough grace, just enough hope, one breath at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. Help them to remember that you are with them, always with them, in the good and the bad, in the joy and the sorrow, in the victory and the defeat, in the light and the dark. You never leave, you never forsake, you never give up, you never walk away. Thank you for loving them. Thank you for seeing them. Thank you for choosing them. Thank you for calling them yours. Thank you for never letting go. In your name, and by your grace, and through your love. Amen. He opens his eyes and smiles at you. That same warm, steady smile. The smile that says everything is going to be okay. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually, ultimately, finally. You're going to be okay, he says. And he means it. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his eyes. Not because everything is going to be easy. Not because life is going to suddenly get better. Not because all your problems are going to disappear. But because you're not walking alone. Because you have Him. Because He has you. And that makes all the difference. All the difference in the world. The fire has burned lower now. The flames softer but still steady. Still giving light. Still giving warmth. The night around you feels vast but not frightening. The stars are fully visible now. Countless points of light in the darkness. Small promises scattered across the sky. Promises that even in the darkest night, light exists. Light persists. Jesus stands and offers you His hand. You take it, and He helps you to your feet. His grip is firm and sure, and you feel the strength in it, the steadiness, the reliability. It's time for you to rest now, He says. Real rest. The kind that goes deeper than sleep, the kind that touches your soul, the kind that heals, the kind that restores, the kind that heals, the kind that restores, the kind that transforms. But before you go, I want to leave you with one more thing, one more gift, one more tool you can use when you need it. He places both hands on your shoulders and looks directly into your eyes. His gaze is steady and deep and full of so much love, it almost hurts. When I say peace, He says, let your shoulders drop. When I say peace, let your jaw unclench. When I say peace, let your breath slow. When I say peace, know that I am with you. This is going to be your anchor, your reminder, your way back. Whenever you need it, you can remember this word, this moment, this feeling, and it will bring you back to rest. He takes a breath, and then He speaks. Peace. And as He says the word, you feel it. A release, a softening, a letting go that you didn't know was possible. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches, your breath slows. Something inside you opens. Something tight loosens. Something heavy lifts. Peace, He says again. And this time it's deeper. And again the wave moves through you. Not just in your body now. In your mind, in your heart, in your soul. Twice as deep, twice as true, twice as real. You feel yourself sinking into it. Into peace, into rest, into the arms of the one who loves you. Peace, He says a third time. And His voice is barely a whisper now. And this time, it settles all the way down, into your bones, into the marrow, into the deepest part of you, into the part that's been holding on so tight for so long, into the part that's been afraid to let go, into the part that's been trying so hard to hold everything together. And that part finally releases, finally lets go, finally trusts. You can let go now, He says. I've got you. I've always had you. I'll never let you fall. I'll never let you go. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. You're safe. You're held. You're loved. You're mine. And you believe Him, not because you have to, not because you're supposed to, not because someone told you to, but because in this moment you just do. You feel it. You know it. In your body. In your bones. In your heart. It's true. You are safe. You are held. You are loved. You are His. Jesus walks with you back toward the edge of the firelight, where the night opens up into something softer and less defined. A place where waking and sleeping blur together. A place where the boundaries between this world and the next grow thin. A place where rest is not just possible but inevitable. Go now, He says. Sleep. Real sleep. Deep sleep. Healing sleep. And when you wake, whether it's in an hour or in the morning, know that this moment is still here. This fire is still burning. And I am still with you. I'm still here. Still loving you. Still holding you. Still choosing you. You can always come back. Anytime. Any night. Anytime you need. This place is always here. This fire is always burning. And I am always waiting. Always ready. Always glad to see you. This is your place. Your refuge. Your home. And you are always welcome. You turn to go. But before you do, you glance back one more time. Jesus is still standing there, silhouetted against the glow of the fire, His hand raised in that same gentle gesture, that same open palm, that same invitation. Come here, it says. You're always welcome, always safe, always loved, always home. And then you let yourself drift. You let the night carry you. You let the warmth of the fire fade into the warmth of blankets and the soft pull of sleep. Your breath slows even more. In and out, in and out. Longer pauses between. Deeper breaths, slower rhythms. Your body settles. Your mind quiets. And somewhere deep inside, Beneath the worry and the weariness and the weight, beneath all the noise and the striving and the trying, there is peace, shalom, wholeness, rest. You did your best today. You carried what you could. You survived. You made it. And now you can let this night hold you. You can let this peace carry you. You can let this love surround you. Tomorrow will come. The sun will rise. And when it does, you'll face it. But not alone. Never alone. He'll be with you. He'll be there when you wake. He'll be there when you stand. He'll be there when you walk. He'll be there in the hard moments and the easy ones. In the victories and the defeats. In the joy and the sorrow. He'll be there. Always there. Always with you. Always for you. For now though, for now, rest. Let your breath be easy. Let your mind be soft. Let your heart be still. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. Again, slower now. In 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, 4. The fire is warm. The night is safe. And you are held. So loved. So completely, utterly, perfectly held. The story doesn't end here. It never really ends. Because every night the fire is still burning. Every night Jesus is still waiting. Every night you're invited to come back, to sit, to rest, to be loved. This isn't a one-time thing. This isn't a transaction. This is a relationship. This is an ongoing invitation. This is a permanent welcome. And you will come back. Maybe not tomorrow night. Maybe not even next week. But when you need it most, when the weight gets too heavy again, when the worry gets too loud, when the exhaustion gets too deep, you'll remember this place. You'll remember the warmth. You'll remember the peace. You'll remember the way he looked at you and said, I see you. I'm with you. I love you. You'll remember that you're not alone, that you've never been alone, that you will never be alone. And that will be enough. Not to fix everything. Not to make everything easy. But to keep going. To take the next breath. To take the next step. To survive another day. And then another. And then another. For now, let yourself sink deeper into rest. Deeper than you've been in a long time. Maybe deeper than you've ever been. Let the words fade into the background. Let the images soften and blur. Let everything that's sharp become smooth. Everything that's loud become quiet. Everything that's harsh become gentle. You don't have to hold on to anything. You don't have to remember anything. You don't have to do anything. You can just be. Just exist. Just rest. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to let go. You've done this before. You'll do it again. And tonight, you're not doing it alone. Tonight you're being held, carried, supported, loved, in and out. In and out. Slower now. Softer. Quieter. Each breath is taking you deeper. Each exhale is releasing more. Each moment is bringing more peace, more rest, more wholeness, more shalom. The shepherd is watching over you. The fire is still burning. The night is still holding you. And Jesus is still with you, still present, still near, still speaking peace over you, still breathing life into you, still loving you with a love that will never end. And in the quiet, in the stillness, in the space between waking and sleeping, you hear it again, that voice, gentle, steady, true, the voice that spoke the universe into existence, the voice that calmed the storms, the voice that raised the dead, the voice that whispers your name. Peace be upon you. You are seen. You are held. You are loved. You are mine. Rest now. Rest. Sleep comes softly, like a kind hand on your forehead, like a gentle kiss on your cheek, like grace, like mercy, like love itself. It doesn't force. It doesn't demand. It doesn't push. It just arrives, and you let it. You welcome it. You sink into it. Your breathing deepens. In, out. In, out. Barely audible now. Barely noticeable. Just the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Just the soft sound of life, of peace, of rest. Your muscles release. Every single one. From your forehead to your feet. Everything that was tight becomes loose. Everything that was hard becomes soft. Everything that was gripping becomes open. You let go. You let everything go. And in letting go, you find that you're being held. That you were always being held. That you could never fall because there are arms beneath you. Arms that never tire. Arms that never let go. Arms that will hold you forever. The thoughts that were circling slow down and settle, like leaves falling into still water. They don't disappear completely. They're still there, but they're quiet now. Distant, Not urgent, not demanding, just there, at the edge, waiting patiently. They can wait, they will wait. They'll still be there tomorrow if you need them. But for now, they're quiet. For now, there's peace. And beneath it all, beneath the breath and the quiet and the dark, beneath the peace and the rest and the stillness, there's a presence. Not intrusive, not loud, not demanding, just there, constant, faithful, unshakable, unchanging. The presence of the one who said, I will never leave you, I will never forsake you, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And he's here, right now, in this moment, in this breath, in this heartbeat. He's here, and he's not going anywhere, not ever. You could walk away from him, but he will never walk away from you. You could forget him, but he will never forget you. You could doubt him, but he will never doubt you. You could fail him, but he will never fail you. He is constant, he is faithful, he is forever. You're safe, you're loved, you're home. And as you drift further into sleep, as consciousness fades and dreams begin, the last thing you feel is warmth. The warmth of the fire, the warmth of being known, the warmth of being accepted, the warmth of being loved exactly as you are, not as you should be, not as you could be, not as you will be, but as you are, right now, in this moment, with all your flaws and fears and failures, with all your questions and doubts and struggles, you are loved, completely, fully, eternally. Good night, beloved. Sleep well. You are held. You are his. And nothing can separate you from his love. Not death, not life, not angels, not demons, not fears, not worries, not your past, not your future, not your failures, not your sins, not your doubts, not your questions. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. You are safe. You are loved. You are home. Rest now. Sleep. Shalom. Peace.